Hello, this is Nikon Rongbusi from Applied Digital Technology, Mahafalung University in Chiang Rai. And thank you all for coming for my presentations. And I'm presenting from my office. The topic that I'm going to present is about exploring teachers' adoption of Web 2.0 tools in Thai University. And this is my co-author, Muhammad Saifuddin Khalid. He actually from technology called Technical University of Denmark. Sorry. So this is the introduction to my presentations. The background of this study is we're looking into the Web 2.0 tools that's been used in the teaching of the teacher at higher educations here in Mephalong University. So the Web 2.0 tools itself, it can enhance interactive learning and collaboration in education. That has been studied by several authors already. And those tools, they significantly can boost students' engagements and participations in diverse educational setting. This is from the literature. We can see this. And the purpose of this study, we aim to improve the learning outcome and we aim to enhance students' engagements and learning outcome through the Web 2.0 tools in blended learning. Okay. And here we are talking about the context of MFU, Mephalong University. It is located in Chiang Rai, top north in Thailand. The investigation was conducting right after the COVID outbreak. Okay, during the time, during the outbreak, we go online class. We went online class, and we were trying to implement kind of blended learning. And by talking about blended learning, we have our own policy, we have our own framework where we saying that it's not only concerning on-site class, but you're going to look into the environment, you look into how you blend the media, different kind of media, how you blend different kind of learning activities, how you blend different kind of interaction modes, and the last one is the assessment method as well has to be diverse in that sense. Okay, and during that time, we also we also provide some tools for engaging online as well. You will see it later. And now we're looking into the methodology that I use it for my investigation. First, I use the framework. There is a workshop. I conduct a workshop called problem tree analysis. The problem tree analysis will help participants which are which are teachers, which are IT support staff, and also students to collaboratively in the group to come up with ideas of their experience of using web tools in the classroom, and what could be problem, what could be the effects, what could be the root, the cause of the problem. So we use tree analysis as the skeleton, as a framework to let them to have come up with a conclusion within the group. So totally we have 7 groups from teachers and IT support. And yeah, this one, as I mentioned, is identifying challenging to complexity and teacher training pedagogy strategy as well. Okay. So during this workshop, we gain into the understanding of this. And the data collections, apart from the workshop, we have also conducted semi-structured interview as well. So we interview faculties, we interview IT support staff, and we interview students as well about these Web 2.0 tools using in the classroom. Okay. Okay. Next, first, this is quite easy things. So These are tools that have been mentioned in either the workshop and also the interview as well. So we have Microsoft 365, and the O one means is organizational level adoptions, and the I one is means the individual level adoption. So you can see that several tools have been adopted in the organizational level, and another one is in the individual level. So you might familiar with some tools, for example, Kahoot. Here we try to group them into functionalities that the teacher has been mentioned of using them for the purpose. Even though some tools are multi-purpose, they can be used for different kind of purpose. Okay, but here we try to map out the main functionalities into this. Has been mentioned in during our section, either the probability analysis and also the uh, uh, interview as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, now we look into the challenge identify. Okay, the challenge. The first one is they mentioned on both the workshop and also the interview, talking about the complexity of the tools. Uh, they have found out that the Web 2.0 tools complex effective teaching and learning. So this one is because of there are some tools they're still difficult to use, and also they are like contains too many functionalities, even though they are useful, but because of too many functions that can be used, and becoming too much complex, becoming too much time consuming of learning those tools. So this has been the first part has been mentioned. The second one is they require training for the teacher. They require training for the teacher to use those tools effectively. Okay, importance of comprehensive training. Okay, it is essential for the teachers to adopt those tools effectively. They need to get this type of training. Okay, because the training is not just to introduce the functionalities and how to use the tools, but about the pedagogy adoption as well. Because different kind of courses, they implement different pedagogy, different learning and teaching activities. So those they will require different kind of tools. So they have to look into those tools to adopt into the pedagogical level. Okay, and the ultimate outcome is look into the learning outcome from the learning activities using those two as a association. And if they get the training, so the teacher will be familiar with those tools, and the teacher themselves, they also can train students of using those tools. Okay, and especially this training also, it can be online, and it can be using during that kind of blended or online learning during that online class, the COVID-19. Okay. And there's another point that is talking about the integration strategy. It's talking about some people, they're talking about several tools has been introduced, and they have to install several applications on their mobile phone, and sometimes their mobile phone is not that very powerful one. So they cannot have all these applications on their mobile phone. They only choose some, and they ask, why can't we have only one application with all these functionalities? Okay, so some voice there were asking about this. Another voice is talking about they have experience of using Microsoft Teams, which capable of both the uh, the conference features and also the LMS features on Microsoft Teams, and they find that the Microsoft Teams consume too much of the resources on their handheld mobile phone. So at the end, they remove it from their phone. So that was the case that happening of the one fit all solution as Microsoft Teams consume too much of the resources, either the memory, the space, and the power, the CPU on the devices. Okay, so there's two kind of requirements. One is asking, why can't we have those features into one application and we install only one application and can use all those features? Another one, they have tried and they found that it consumed too much of the resources. So they remove it at the end. Okay. Streamline approach. So we need to carefully choose the tools and prioritize the tools to enhance educational goal and minimize the complexity for users. We cannot try all tools, and then students have to always learn new tools, and they go to another course, again they have to learn new tools. So we have to prioritize, and we have to use that table I just showed you, the tools and their functionalities. And then you may need to have some agreement with other courses that we're going to use this kind of tools for this kind of activities. So students will be familiar with the tools, and they don't have to switch from one to another tools, and don't have to spend too much time on learning new tools, and quickly can adopt it, use it into their learning and teaching activities. The blended learning as well is combined of the online and on-site learning, integration, flexibility, and accessibility and diversity of student needs. Here again, I just mentioned that we have our customized blended learning model with 5 dimensions, as mentioned that already. So yes, one of the features of our customized blended learning is about using this tool for engaging students as well. Okay, and here it says that enhancing students' engagement throughout the blended foster active participant and motive in learning experience. We also have this kind of features. Yes. So this is a conclusion here. So enhancing education with technology, we are trying to do that. We cannot just live alone without technology. Technology is emerging and rapidly improve their capability, especially now the age of AI, generative AI in our educations. So we as educators, we need to find a balance of using tools, using web tools, including those generative AI, to enhance our students' learning. Okay, and the integration of Web 2.0 is crucial for higher education success. Yes, this is what we need to find the balance between how much they're supposed to use the tools and in what angle they're supposed to use their cognitive to accomplish the tasks, not just use the tools and finish everything. Okay. And the last point is the study emphasized effective training and strategic alignment with the pedagogy approach to boost students' engagement and learning outcome. The goal is about the learning outcome enhancements. Okay, but and the methodology is, we're not just only looking into functionalities and then teachers can adopt by themselves. No, they need some sort of training. They need some sort of suggestions on applying into the pedagogy level, because the pedagogy level is much more complex, not just using the tools and then you can just automatically know how to apply the tool into the teaching. That's not easy like that. Yes. Here is the acknowledgement I would like to draw here. This paper is also part of the EdviCon research project that we got funded by Erasmus Fund. And the partner from Denmark, from Bangladesh, Palestine, France, Malaysia, and Norway. And we have some contributions in different kind of papers. And they are also shown in this link. If you can search Google, you can find this link and you can see a list of our publication as well. So thank you for watching. And if you have question,